What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video where today we're going to talk a little bit about Michael Pittman Jr., somebody that I'll be honest with you on Thursday. Okay. And remember, I live in Florida. Last Thursday, I recorded a video about Michael Pittman Jr. and being disappointed with what we were getting from him, right? A guy that just got a contract. I know we weren't throwing a whole lot in games outside the Packers game where Anthony threw 17 times and Anthony missed the mark in some instances, but Michael Pittman Jr. just hadn't really done anything. So I made a video about how disappointed I was. Now, Thursday, there was a hurricane coming in. Luckily, my area wasn't hit hard by the hurricane, just kind of grazed by, but it grazed by enough to cut the power out, which cut the internet off. Then I had a flight on Friday to go to Indy, visit some family, go to the Colts game on Sunday, right? So overall, wasn't able to end up getting that video done. There were other videos that I had done, and I was able to get those out, but didn't have time to do everything, and the Pittman video ended up falling by the wayside. Luckily, it did, because a lot of people would be roasting me after what he was able to do, right? And you look at the first three games, I had a right to be disappointed. We were all disappointed. 4 catches, 31 yards, 3 catches, 21 yards, and then 4 catches, 36 yards. Hadn't really gotten anything going. Hadn't been a big part of the game for a guy that had just gotten a contract. And then you look at this last game, first play of the game. And that's what I thought was ironic, is that I made that video, wasn't able to release it, and then first play of the game, boom, 32 yards down the field to Michael Pittman Jr. on an absolute rope. Perfect pass by Anthony and great catch by Pitt, and gets up for 32 yards on first play of the game. And then the next drive, the first play of the game, it was like another pass for like 25 yards or something like that to Pitt. So getting involved early, and then Flacco coming in, continuing to go to Pitt. Now, Pitt had like 5 catches for 103 yards in the first half, and then only had that 1 catch in the second half, which is unfortunate. But overall, 6 catches, 113, massive part of the game, massive part of us opening up a lead early in the game, right? Getting up 17-0. Pitt was a massive cog in the wheel that helped us get to that point. So when you look at it, he now has 17 catches, 201 through 4 games, which isn't phenomenal, of course. He has no touchdowns so far, which is unusual for Pitt, but I think this was a good step for the offense. I think what we saw this past week, getting going early, different guys getting involved, we saw what the offense could look like, right? You saw Anthony early making some good plays, getting the offense going with JT in the backfield. Of course, whether or not JT is going to be there this weekend is a big question. But with Pitt, I think getting him going in the offense and seeing again what the offense can be as we start to pass the ball, and as long as Anthony's able to hit the mark, like he targets Pitt a lot. So, and Pitt, even Joe Flacco was targeting Pitt a decent bit. Not in the second half. We tried to run the ball unsuccessfully a lot in the second half there, especially there in the third quarter. But nonetheless, getting Pitt involved, keeping Pitt involved. He's such a dog, right? Him fighting for extra. He had one of his catches that was going to be like a 2-yard loss. Gets away from a guy, is off balance near the sideline, just dives forward, ends up getting like 1.5 yards on it, right? So he's always going to fight for the extra yards. He does have some issues dropping the ball sometimes. But outside of that, I feel like he's pretty good holding on to the ball. He's had some fumbles in his career. Most wide receivers do at some point, fighting for extra yards. But nonetheless, Pitt's a dog, and it was good to see him finally be able to get involved in the offense. And that's really, just what I want to see going forward. Just continue to involve him, right? Especially if JT's not playing. If JT's not playing, you're going to need Josh Downs to be involved. You're going to need Pitt to be involved. These are the guys. They're possession guys, but they're guys that you get the ball in their hands, they're going to get you extra yards after the catch. Even if it's just a couple, they're going to get you extra yards, right? Josh Downs, that catch he had on the sideline at the end of the game, third down, massive third downs, like 3rd and 8. Josh gets it on the sideline, is able to stop and turn to the inside. DB runs past him. He gets a massive first down to help us end up winning that game. So, getting these guys involved, getting the ball in their hands and letting them make plays. If you saw the game plan video, that's what we're expecting to do, is to be able to keep possession of the ball. Just do take what the defense gives us and take those shots. Joe Flacco, whether Anthony Richardson is expected to play, but whether it's Anthony Richardson or Joe Flacco, both of these guys no stranger to taking shots down the field. Joe Flacco wants to throw the ball down the field, and that's where he's looking first. His first reads are down the field, and then he's going to say, okay, defense isn't giving me that. Let me go to one of my safety valves down here, and he's really good being able to read the defense. He has good pocket presence, so feel real good about what we can do on offense. And again, it's about keeping our key guys involved, and especially if Jonathan Taylor's not there. Pitt has to be involved. Josh Downs has to be involved. And then, of course, we'll see how Alec Pierce and AD get involved in that. And, of course, hopefully Trey Sermon, we've seen him be good in different spurts for us. And hopefully if JT's unable to go, which I kind of expect for this week, then we have Trey Sermon that can step in, Tyler Goodson, who, of course, has some experience with us. So, of course, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on Pitt. Do you think we can keep this rolling with Pitt? How do you think we should go about attacking Jacksonville this upcoming week, and what do you think Pitt's stats are going to be? You let me know any of that down in the comment section. And of course, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you continue to get notified anytime we have any more content on this channel. We're also going live Sunday for every single game, so have those notifications on. Of course, appreciate you stopping by for another video. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.